This is episode number 206 of the InnerFight Podcast. Welcome to another edition of the InnerFight Podcast. My name is Marcus Smith, founder of InnerFight.com, and I'm joined by all the coaches, minus one this week, who is still missing, Matt Jones. Hopefully he'll come back soon. No matter where you are in the world, thanks for tuning in. Let's jump right in. So we're going to start the show off a little bit different. Everyone's going to say good morning due to what just happened. Oz, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, really? What was that?
Spanish.
Oh. Mia.
Good morning.
Good morrow. Yeah, that's one way of saying it. Phil.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
That's
Boring
sweet.
English.
pretty normal, quite boring. Ben Davies is with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can't think of the Welsh version, unfortunately.
Oh, mate, total disappointment. Folks, welcome back.
Wires everywhere.
There is a
Ben.
lot of wires. There's a lot
Is
of
you?
wires kicking around. I don't know why that's making that noise. Anyway, welcome back to the show, folks. If you missed podcast number 205 with John Britton, that's actually got more positive feedback than all our podcasts put together. A little bit insulted. People just must like John.
Yeah.
He's so handsome.
He had his shirt on as well.
Yeah, maybe we're doing something. Maybe we're doing something wrong here. God knows.
Ben,
But
put your top on.
go and check out podcast 205 with John. That was super cool. Congratulations to Shadia as well, one of our clients who won 2 gold medals at the weekend in jiu-jitsu. Mia, you used to do jiu-jitsu. Is that serious?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. She's really good.
She's done very good, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So good congratulations there. And also, Ben, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
This is podcast number 1 for Ben. For those of you that don't know Ben, this is Ben. Moonshine. There we go. If you're watching the video version,
Zoom in on the teeth.
which you should be, you should definitely be watching the video version. Head over to YouTube, check that out. If not, if you're listening on iTunes, you can't see Ben. You can follow him on his Snapchat though. Ben Davies 999. He's part-time with us. Hopefully one day he'll become full-time with us when he stops doing what he does, teaching.
Hopefully.
Big teacher.
Soon.
1 week to the Open. Phil, you must be nervous.
I'm fine. I'm really excited.
I'm fine.
Really excited.
Yeah?
What? It's only 1 week?
It's 10
By the
days.
time this comes out.
By the time this comes out on Thursday, it's basically 10 days away. So yeah, it's there.
Good.
Boz, are you nervous?
A little bit nervous, but not like a bad nervous.
Yeah.
Like
A good
Good.
nervous.
Excited this year,
just,
yeah.
Excited. Mia, are you excited?
I think I'm more nervous.
Are you? Were you nervous last year? Like, you knew you were going as a team, so it was kind of a different dynamic, right?
Yeah, but I was nervous as well since it was my first real open.
Oh, really?
And now it's the first individual, so...
Oh, so definitely a good opportunity to be nervous. But what was the pressure like when you're a team? Was it different? Like
the pressure is different because if you do something bad, you don't just let yourself down, but the whole team.
You definitely knew that you were going team before, though. You'd already all decided that.
Yeah.
That you were definitely going team.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did qualify for individual if you wanted.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
where did you come in the Open last year?
29th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool. How many places were there for Europe? 40. 30 and 10 from
Yeah.
Africa.
10 from Africa, so for 40. Oh, wow. So you just scraped in. That's good. Could have gone as either. But did you guys know who your team was at the start?
Yeah, it was decided long before.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
why
cool.
I moved to Malmö for the team.
For the team.
Yeah.
But different pressure this year, individual.
Yeah.
Ben, you'll definitely be nervous.
I'll be nervous.
Will
I'll
you?
be nervous. I have nothing really to be nervous about. I'm just going to
Just be nervous for the sake of it.
Yeah. I'll want to do as well as possible, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to the games like these guys, so...
You never know. You might well be. That starts in a week. Boz, have you done the judges course yet? No.
Mia, have you done it?
It's like past. You'll have done it, Ben. You're a
I
teacher.
didn't even
Have you done the
sign up
judges
yet.
I
course?
haven't
No.
yet.
Really?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. It's good this year. You can screw up the
We'll do it
questions and
tomorrow.
still get them right.
Noble did it on my computer, and she didn't even do it for me.
on your password.
Yeah, logged in as her own
That's
self.
so selfish.
Yeah, use my computer.
Don't ever let her use your computer.
When she said,
again.
"Can I use your computer to do the judges course?" I was like, "Yeah, sweet, yeah, do it."
Yeah.
But then she did it for herself, not me.
That's
selfish.
incredibly selfish. They've actually changed it a little
Typical
bit
Noble.
this year. It's about 20 questions long, and you have practice modules as well, which is
Yay.
I just skipped through all of those. I didn't practice them. I went to the final exam, and then if you screw up, because they've entered double unders, so you have to count the double unders, and this chick's really bad at them, a bit like Jonesy, and it just keeps on. He's got better, and she just keeps on screwing up, and then. Actually, I
Me and Jonesy won a double under workout the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, against you two.
It's because I wasn't doing double unders. I haven't done double unders forever. Why would I do that? Anyway, we got a load of questions come in. Snapchat's giving us a lot of traction, a lot of questions, and everyone's very active. Boz, what's your Snapchat?
Beastmans.
Are you getting lots of people talking to you on Snapchat these days?
Too many weird questions.
Weird questions. You can follow them all over InnerFight.com/Snapchat. You wanted to answer this question. Have you tried Whole30? What is it? Do you know what Whole30 is?
Yeah,
Right.
I never tried it, but I know a couple of people who did it in the gym in Antwerp.
What is it?
It's like 30 days you're going to live really strict about your food. Like
Yeah.
it's paleo, but there's no sweets whatsoever.
Yeah,
Like,
you're not
you
allowed
can't
to
have
substitute things, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even use like whey protein and stuff.
No, I
There's
don't
like
think you
a
can.
couple rules, and it's like the only thing you can eat is just like meat and vegetables, I think.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think the rule is that you're not allowed to substitute stuff.
Yeah,
certain
you can't
foods.
you can't change it. Like if you would make like a healthy version of a pizza, that would not be like allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to exactly, and that's why you're not allowed to take like a whey protein shake and have a healthy protein shake. I think that's not allowed either.
No, yeah.
It's if folks want to know what we're
Sounds
talking
stupid.
about, Whole30.com.
Yeah.
I
I think it's too strict. Like
Yeah.
if you do that for a month, you're not going to be happy, I think.
Yeah. It says, avoid for 30 days. Do not consume added sugar of any kind, real or artificial. So you're not allowed any maple syrup, honey, agave, nectar, coconut sugar, none of that stuff. And then, of course, the normal sugars. Not consume alcohol in any form, not even for cooking. No grains, no legumes, no dairy, no MSGs. Try not to recreate baked goods, junk foods, or treats with approved ingredients. Continue to eat your old unhealthy foods made with Whole30 ingredients is totally missing the point. There we go. So
think it's
paleo
more
Pop
about,
Tarts
like,
are out.
Changing your lifestyle a bit.
Yeah.
That's why they do it, probably.
Yeah. It's interesting. You
Do
wouldn't
think
be
that
happy
would
with this
put you
film.
off? Do you think that would put you off changing your lifestyle?
I think it does, mate.
Yeah.
I think it creates something temporary, don't you? Yeah.
But maybe if you have really bad habits, it's maybe like a
I think
a
it's
good
way too
turnover.
hard. Way too hard introduction to it.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
like I say, if you're going from a pretty poor diet
Yeah.
to all of a sudden have to be so strict and not even
Yeah.
that takes quite a lot of bit of knowledge as well to know what you can and can't do.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's on the site Whole30.com. It's pretty well set out there. It's called Whole30 Program Rules. So like you get all the stuff that you can and can't do. But I'm the same as you, Ben. I'd be like, I think it's hectic.
Yeah.
Have you ever done
Yeah,
anything
too
like
much.
that, mate? Have you done like a 7-day detox or an eating challenge of any sort?
No, a long time ago I used to try and fast for one day.
Right.
1
1 day a week.
day a week.
Right.
But I was pretty miserable on that day. So I changed it very soon.
Was it like a training day or a rest day?
No, it was a training day, but it was always the day after my cheat
But
day.
it was just a bench day though.
It
so.
was, just
Yeah.
bench day.
Most days are just bench days. For Ben.
So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
But how long do you do it for? You decided to start doing it, and you just
Yeah, I started doing it, and it seemed to. I thought it seemed to work at the time, but looking back at the way my training was then to how my training is now, I can see that it's not the right way to go.
So did you fast for a full 24 hours?
Yeah,
And then the next day, how did you eat?
just ate normally.
Did you have cravings and stuff the next day? Like because you were starving? Were you?
No, simply because it was the day after my cheat day, so
Right. So you're
everything
pretty
that I
full.
would crave, I would have the day before.
Yeah. Someone actually asked us a question about intermittent fasting. I think someone asked me in Snapchat that I was supposed to answer as well about intermittent fasting. Jess said that she's been doing a lot of intermittent fasting for 18 hours, and then she wrote like a load of other stuff, and I couldn't understand it. It was. Boz, have you done any intermittent fasting?
No.
Yeah? No? Never? Oh,
Jonesy
well.
has. Jonesy
I have. Jonesy has. It's interesting. It kind of worked for a while, but I'm the same. I'm with you, Phil. Here, I think it's so extreme, like to cut all of this stuff out, it's kind of paleo, but without any substitutes. So, were they successful with the challenge, mate? In the gym?
thing, what I liked in the challenge, what they did in Antwerp, was like they scaled it a bit. Like you had like 3 phases.
Right.
Like they would do it, I think every like twice or 3 times a year or something.
Right.
And then if you first start, you'll have like you can still eat some things.
Right.
They would just cut out like artificial
That's
sugar
probably
and
smart.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then like if you do it the second time, you'll do like the second phase, which is less
Right.
treats, and then the third phase is like really doing the whole 30.
Yeah. Yeah. And what did they do after?
Just
go back to normal.
Not go back to. Some people did. Some people just stayed with paleo, and they have like most of them had like some good recipes they kept.
Right.
The things they liked, they probably are still doing. But
interesting.
Everybody lost weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Talking about food and stuff, Noble actually has a question. She sent that to us on Snapchat. How to spot bullshit advertising on healthy products? What do we reckon? Stuff that's basically just... I guess it's a bit of a contradiction there, because the advertising's wrong, but the product, it's claiming it's healthy, but it's not.
You're probably just got to watch out for like the fat-free stuff, right? Because that's usually got a lot more sugar in.
Yeah.
And stuff like because obviously a lot of government guidelines and things like that, campaigns are all about taking fats out of the diet because people think fats make you fat, when really they don't.
Yeah.
So the easiest thing to put is fat-free and just cram loads of sugar in there, because they don't have to put... I don't think you have to put how many grams of sugar on the little...
Do you not? On the thing at the front?
The front thing with the orange, the traffic light system that they have in the UK.
Right.
I don't think sugar's on there, is it?
I don't know, mate.
They have to put it on the back, but people don't always read that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I guess what's on the front people generally believe. That's why sort of nutritional supplements do that well, isn't it?
A lot of people still think that fat is bad for you as well.
Yeah. So they're looking
don't
for
have
zero
the knowledge.
fat. Yeah.
A lot of things just put the word healthy as well, and then when you read the back, it's really not like they'll put like, and a lot of it kind of is for sports stuff. They'll say like, healthy energy boost.
Yeah.
And by that they mean it's got loads of sugar in.
Yeah.
Because it will give you like a very temporary energy boost. And
Yeah, definitely.
You'll probably feel pretty crap afterwards.
Loads of caffeine.
It's pretty much just like like a flapjack or something, like oats.
Yeah.
And loads of honey or sugar or something, or dates and dried fruit.
Yeah.
And they advertise it as healthy.
So number one thing there is to not only read what's on the front, but then go and read what's on the back.
Just read the per 100 grams. Like that's probably what you want to be looking at. What the actual content is of sugar, really.
Jumping back to the Open, Dahlia says, "Do you think I can register for the Open because I can't do things like handstands and strict pull-ups?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Scaled version.
100%.
100%. That probably doesn't need too much more. James says, "Can I have the free T-shirt?" Straight out, I offered a free T-shirt for the best question, and he actually said, "Just give me the free T-shirt. I'll give you as many questions as you want." He had a good question though. I think it was directed maybe a little bit at me, but I think it goes to everyone. He says, "Goals. How often do you set goals? Do you do the monthly, weekly, based around events? And then how does that affect your training?" And he said at the end, "Please give me the free T-shirt because I've spent a long time on this snap and I'm now late for work." It was 10:30 in the morning. It was late for work. He did spend about a minute's worth of just, and then he kept on saying, "Oh, sorry, I ran out of time there." So how do we set goals? Any thoughts on that?
Just loads of different timelines of it, isn't it? Like almost every single training session I do, I've got some sort of goal of what I want to get out of it.
Right.
Just like, it's not, I don't write it down on a piece of paper and put it in a training log or anything, but if I'm about to do a workout, I'll set a goal of how well I want to do every single time. And then you learn from that. You either achieve that goal and, okay, I can set my standards a bit higher, or you don't get it, and then you know that it's something you need to work on. So I think almost all the time, like just if you want to start like holding yourself a bit more accountable, like towards training, then almost every single session. Every so often, it's good to just kind of go into something and just do it for fun. But if you're trying to improve, I think every single session there should be some goal that you want to get out of it.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think like yesterday's workout with Karen, 150 wall balls, people kind of knew what they'd done before or what was a good time and stuff. And I actually saw a lot of people just rocking up to the gym yesterday pretty focused, and they kind of didn't, I think they didn't see the bit before of all the back squats and the air bike and stuff, and they're like, "This is Karen, this is it, I'm going to smoke it." And
well, a lot of people, because I said, "Oh, this is a CrossFit benchmark workout," a lot of people ask me, like, oh, what's a good time for it?
Yeah.
Like, whereas sometimes when you don't tell them, it's a bit like, I don't get that question very much, but yeah, I got a lot more questions than I usually do about, what's a good time or how many should I do for this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's decent. Hopefully that helps, James. He actually said, how does it affect your training? I think he mentioned something about some of the longer events that I do, and it doesn't really, I don't know. I guess when I go to run more, I run.
Do you have a goal for because you're running a long way this weekend? Do you have a goal for it? Is it just complete? Is it just completion, or
just to finish it as fast as possible? When this podcast comes out, I'll have already started.
How do you like? You just say as fast as possible, but you must have like all the time. Okay, you're getting slow, and you think I can run faster than this. You must have a goal of how. As fast as possible can't just be whatever, it has to be.
Yeah, especially like on the first day, mate, because it's 60 Ks on the first day. It's kind of like to control my heart to make sure that I'm burning fat. So on the first day, I'll try not to go above like 140 beats a minute, but because I haven't done any running training for it, like I don't know what might happen.
Just my rest rate.
Resting heart rate, 140.
So we'll try and maintain it at 140 and just see obviously what pace that's at. The first 2 days is, I think, and this is the biggest thing, like when you go on something long, the first couple of days, it's like doing a long workout. You wouldn't do, if I told you we're going to do Fran 3 times, you wouldn't do the first round of Fran in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, maybe. So yeah, it is kind of like that. And then, as we did when we were in the Sahara, the last day in the Sahara was a marathon. And so we tried to go a little bit faster in that. And then the last 8K, that was the best thing, actually. The last 8K was like a checkpoint with 8K to go. And everyone was absolutely smoked. And Tom and I were running at like 4-minute Ks and just having the time of our life. And you're just literally passing people, and they're almost passing out because they didn't have anything left. And I can pretty assure you, like, when I finished, I didn't have anything left as well. So, yeah, it's kind of survival's the first thing. But then you just, I guess... And we were speaking about it, I don't know when, but like you don't want to just get there and just finish it. It's like you can finish any workout you want. It just might take a super long time. So, yeah, we got sort of time plans and stuff in place for that, but who knows? The desert's hot and at night it's cold. So.
Are you scared for your toenails?
No.
No? Okay.
Why
because
would I
Phil
be
has a really good doctor for it.
That's actually very funny, boss. I'm happy with that. He's not happy with that at all.
No, seriously, yes.
Yeah. No, hopefully, this is the place where I actually lost 7 the last time I was there. Hopefully they stay intact this time. But yeah.
You should just go with him. They just fall out and you don't have to go to the doctor.
You might be able to beat me at a workout.
True.
Ahmed says, as a beginner, do you recommend working out with machines? What do you think about that?
What
As
machines?
The rest of the people that are with you are machines? Or?
I think he means sort of resistance machines and stuff in gyms. Which
crossovers.
Yeah.
Come on, Ben, you know about the machines.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think there's definitely place for it.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of if you're just coming back from injury, or if you tend to have had injuries in the past.
Yeah.
Then I think there's definitely place for it, but it's not always the way to go.
Yeah.
What was your favourite machine?
Cable crossover.
Definitely not leg press.
No, not leg press. Not leg press.
Cable crossovers are good.
You lie down on the leg press and use it as like a bench, and just a different version of bench.
Here we go. This one will keep the girls happy. Well, the last bit will be. Morning all. I have 2 questions for you today. So let me kick off with the first one. Bear with me. It may be a little bit long-winded. Is there such a thing as overtraining? And am I likely to face any negative effects based on the below? As you know, I've been training 5-6 times a week for the last 9 months at 5:30 a.m., the Forgotten Heroes class. About a month ago, I decided to start trying to up my running game. I'd noticed that although I can see a lot of progression, gains in my overall training, there are 2 areas that need work. One was burpees. However, as I would rather swallow a mouthful of bees than do more burpees than absolutely necessary, I should tackle the second area, which was running. To that end, I'm punching out 6Ks in the evenings 3 times a week. I'm going to start introducing some hill reps as well, so that will give me about 12K of running and another 6K of hill repeats. Initially, I suffered a bit of shin splints, but that seems to have been cured by a couple of days of compression sleeve for my calf. Generally, I don't feel too bad, although I admit that feeling in the morning training is something leg orientated. I don't like it. So basically, am I doing too much? Smashed out a new PB, want to run in the evening. So what do we think? Should he be mixing? Is it all right? 3 times a week running, 5 to 6 times a week training in the morning? Is that overtraining?
I'm looking for a 5:30 a.m. training partner if anyone is keen. I run intervals.
Thoughts?
I think it's fine.
You think he's okay?
Yeah, we went. Remember the article we read that really good article before about like there isn't really like overtraining is not a real thing. It was under recovery.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really good. I think there's no reason why you can't do the class program 5 or 6 days a week. We design it so that you can do it every single day.
Right.
And if your lifestyle like fits that, then there's no reason why you should be able to add a little bit more extra, and especially something like running or the stuff that we're not doing in the mornings.
Right.
Oh, I think it's fine, but there's a lot of other things that he has to have in place, like to be able to recover, so that he doesn't feel, things like the shin splints and things like that, and start breaking down a little bit.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same as well. I think people can get out and can do a little bit more, but I think as well maybe there's that expectation and managing your goals a little bit. Like if you're expecting to be getting really strong and you sort of want to lift really heavy on your legs every time you come in, but you're also running a lot at night, then you might not be achieving those numbers at the same time. Second part of the question.
I already saw it, so I'm very excited.
Which is not for you to answer.
Okay.
Second question 2. Techno makes you stronger.
Mia.
Discuss.
Yes.
Mia.
Yes.
Tell the people how much your lifts increased once you started to listen to techno.
11 kilos.
11 kilos in
11.
Just techno.
In how many months?
Just techno.
Like
In
4
what?
months?
No, a bit more.
6.
Maybe 6.
So nothing out of the ordinary.
So you believe that an 11 kilo increase in 4 months of hard training is solely down to the
Techno.
Cool.
Not only.
Nothing
It
else.
helps.
So you stop following my programming.
No.
Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
but as long as techno's on,
if you would listen
you'll get
to
way better at CrossFit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ben, you train a lot on your own.
Yeah.
Do you you've trained a lot in the mornings on your own, and generally you train a lot on your own. Do you care what music's on?
Not really. No, as long as there's something loud.
It has to be loud.
Yeah, it does have to be loud.
Really?
Yeah. In the mornings I struggle to get anything loud because I'm on the 8th floor of a building, so it's difficult. So I have to be quiet and careful. And
but you two like techno only because you go to training camp and that's all the guy plays.
No, I like it.
You didn't like it
because
before?
Of course.
No, you
that's
didn't.
the only thing I did.
Did you
for
honestly?
CrossFit.
Really?
I just went from every day, like every weekend, I went to a rave. And raved like 48 hours non-stop. Bam, bam, bam. So now when I lift, I just don't think of the weight. I just like in this trance. I'm like,
think of the rave.
That's how it helps
Did
me.
you used to go to the raves?
No, I never went to raves, and I never listened to techno before my first camp in September.
See.
But I just think it's like on the camp, it's so focused. Like you can't do nothing else than focus on the barbell, and you hear this music, bam, 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 bam. So if I put it on in the gym when I'm gonna lift, I just go back to the same feeling.
Yeah, that's all right.
For me, it's just the feeling, a different feeling from before.
That's why
Slightly
I need
different
some feeling.
It's slightly different feeling. But Stevie, that's still Steve's question. He loves
Steve
the techno
will have the
in the
same,
morning.
I guess.
Yeah, he gets really fired up. Actually, when Steve first started coming, he used to come to us when we were at the previous gym for pretty much the whole workout. After the coach had explained what was going on, he just put an iPod on. We're just like, what are you doing? He's like, he just literally said, I can't work out without it.
Oh, yeah.
And so we just let him do it. And he lasted about 2 or 3 months, and then he left us for it was almost a year, wasn't it? That we didn't see him. And then he came back, and he puts it in now. If there's a lot of running,
I've seen
he
that.
puts it in. And it's I wonder what he listens to when he's on that. But we're talking about mental stuff. Here's a question from our friend Scott. What's the best way to mentally prepare for a tough workout, be it an open one or even just a regular workout? Previous coaches of mine have focused on more strategy, when the emphasis here is here, as in I guess he means here in a fight, is just more just fucking get on with it. That's what he writes. Honestly, what runs through your head before an important workout challenge, and how do you fight the doubts? I'm a large, if that qualifies. Oh, so he thinks he's getting a T-shirt as well. What's question's better, this one or James's? We'll sort that out later. Mia, before a workout, what's going through your head? How do you mentally prepare for a workout?
I think about it and try to make a strategy.
Yeah.
But then it not always work out as I want.
Right.
And then just need to get my head into it and just try to push harder. Like, if you're going to talk about the workout when we did 7 minutes and toes to bar and snatches, I wanted to split my toes to bar in sevens, but I suck at toes to bar, so I couldn't.
Right.
So then I just broke down. It was nothing like I wanted to be, but just try to finish it.
That's an interesting thing. Like, you go in maybe with a strategy, but then it breaks down. Then what do you do?
Then I just don't care about my strategy anymore and just try to
just keep moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually most people panic.
Yeah.
Which you see all the time. Like, people, I don't think you can really go into workouts with too much strategy. Like, what you gain a lot of experience from just doing workouts.
Right.
And you can have, like, a base minimum of, like, you know, a real rough guideline of what you want to be able to do. But if you set too strict goals, it's going to end badly usually. But, like, either you can't hit those targets and your first thought is always a negative one then, and then you will deteriorate throughout the workout, or you'll finish the workout and think, wow, I shouldn't have done sevens because I could have done this. I could have gone unbroken. I could have gone faster.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really bad thing to set, like, really strict numbers before a workout. I think the main thing that I do now is just, like, you visualize yourself doing the workout, which I do quite a lot. Just visualize yourself, like, how you're going to move through the workout, and just be ready to be in pain. And almost tell yourself that you're, like, I know that the Open's coming up, and I can't wait to put myself in loads of pain. Because I know that as soon as that pain happens, I'm be ready for it mentally, and that's what I'm prepared for. Whereas a lot of people, as soon as it starts to hurt, the first thought is a negative reaction, and then they'll just deteriorate from then on in the workout. Everything is, oh my God, this is so much pain, I don't like pain. Whereas if you get into the mental attitude that you love pain, I love it when I'm doing thrusters and it really, really hurts, then when that inevitably happens, then you're ready for it. Which...
Boz?
I try to think positive. Like, I tell myself it's not hard. Just do it. You've been training really hard. Just go to the workout and try not to shit your pants.
I won't ask you if you've actually done that in a workout, because I don't want to know the answer.
Figuratively speaking, or literally.
That's good.
Whatever.
Ben, how do you go about it?
Yeah, again, just kind of embrace the pain. Know that it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be tough, but you just got to keep moving, pick the bar up, and just keep moving through the reps.
Guys, do we think, like, everyone's obviously pretty much with the same thing, just get on with it and just suffer? Do we think that perhaps in CrossFit, and not only I was speaking to Flanners on another podcast earlier, you know, like, people are too caught up on, like, a strategy? And do you think strategy, like, almost strategy makes people mentally weak?
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah, if you get too, like, focus on the strategy.
Yeah. They just... Because it goes wrong and then they absolutely shit themselves.
Yeah, somebody asked me the other day when we did a workout, like, oh, how are you going to split this up? I was like, I have no idea. Like, gotta see how it feels when I start.
Yeah.
It depends how fast everyone else goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, you go into it, I'm going to do this and this.
Yeah.
And then if you're in a competitive environment where it's not just training anymore, you just got to go as hard as you can to beat everyone.
Yeah.
So sometimes your strategy, sometimes it works, like having a strategy in that, like, it's from experience, like, you have to know what you are and aren't capable of.
Yeah.
So, you know, if someone pulls ahead at the start of a workout, but you know you're capable of pulling it back, then it's about keeping calm in that situation, which is then keeping you positive that you know at some point you will catch them because your favourite movement's coming up or something, and you'll beat that person. Or sometimes it's just like, wow, they've gone really hard. I've got nothing really to lose. I'm just going to have to go, you know, go nuts and see if I can, you know, catch up to them.
He's got to... I'll start that again. Honestly, what runs through your head before an important workout? We've sort of spoken about that. How do you fight the doubts? Do you guys have doubts before you start a workout, or before you know, do you stand there and go, oh, I don't know, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are there doubts?
it's not really doubts. It's like I'm not doubting that I'm not gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it. I'm just gonna tell myself, okay, just do it. It doesn't matter when you finish, but just go as fast as you can. Like if you think like, oh my god, it's gonna be so hard. I'm not gonna be able to do this in this time. So you're already like thinking you can't do it. So if you start thinking like that, it's gonna be really hard. Yeah. So you just don't think like that.
Yeah,
just tell yourself it's going to be okay. Just try to,
a lot, and it would really be my downfall. A lot of the times in workouts that I did is that all I would do is look around and watch people in a warm-up area, but in a competition, I'd be looking at them like, wow, they don't look that tired. Like, I feel really tired. Like, how is he still moving like that? Or, all these things. Like, you think, I've seen this guy do this on Instagram, and, I can't lift that weight, and you let all that come into your mind. Whereas at the moment and recently, like, I've had that attitude that no matter who I'm against, like, I can beat absolutely anyone. And maybe I do, maybe I don't, but you have to have that attitude going into a workout, because if you don't, I guarantee you won't do as well as you can. Like, you have to have the attitude that you can beat absolutely anyone in the room all the time.
Yeah. Scott, hopefully that helps you out, and hopefully...
Scott Wilson.
Scott Wilson. Yeah, he's obviously struggling a little bit and wants to try and get a little bit more mentally prepared for the Open. I think as well, like, I think people generally, when it goes wrong, they sort of halfway through a workout, and if it's a 7-minute workout, they waste 20 seconds getting their sort of knickers in a twist that something's gone wrong, as opposed to just getting on with it and just pushing a little bit more. So hopefully that helps Scott. Maybe good for a t-shirt, maybe not, we'll see. Another one from our friend Brooksy. Basically, he's super happy with the program that we put online. He does some of it at home, some of it here in the gym, as we know. And he says, on the whole, 1 session a day is pretty much all I can manage to fit in, with some extra stuff that he does. Every now and again, when traveling or at weekends, he has downtime and inclination to squeeze in more workout time. So what do we recommend people would do if they do have a little bit more time as extracurricular stuff? Any ideas?
It depends on his goals.
Sweet. Good answer. That's exactly. I think I've actually, I don't want to make him feel silly for answering this question, but I think I've actually said this to people before. People have said, like, I've got a bit more time, I want to do a little bit extra. I'm like, well, go to the InnerFight Red Zone Instagram and have a look at all the different, because that has loads of different elements in it, and just pick a gymnastic. If you're working at that point on some gymnastic stuff, just pick it and just get involved in it. Yeah. It's sort of, I think that's an easy thing. Or just sit on your rowing machine for a while.
That
helps. A message from a gentleman called Salim. He says, I'm 62 kilos and 173 centimeters tall. How tall are you, Boz?
167.
Okay, so he's a little bit taller than you and weighs
a bit less.
A little bit less. So
5 kilos.
It's quite small.
Small guy.
I've been working out to build muscles, so that's good. He's heading in the right direction. Every day I play a muscle, so he uses one muscle group. Like, I start with the chest on a Sunday, then Saturday, shoulders on Sunday. Ben's very happy about this question so far.
Keep it going, Salim.
Shoulders on Sunday, biceps and triceps thereafter, and I finally end it with back. Do you suggest to keep on the same, or should I join them like should I join them like every day? Do two. So just looking for, and he actually says keep giving the good advice on Snapchat. You and Carmen specifically really nailed the burpees, I guess is what he's saying. So what do you think? What do you think that this is the old school bodybuilding style of training? Ben, you give us your thoughts on that.
Right. So I would always do two, to a big muscle group and a smaller muscle group.
Right.
If that's what your goal is.
Yeah.
So for
bigger,
example,
he means pecs.
You class biceps as a big muscle group, though, don't you? Big muscle group biceps, small muscle group quads.
So if that's what you're training towards and you're trying to pack on muscle, I would do kind of chest and triceps and back and biceps. It is very old school.
Yeah.
It is very kind of...
But it's old school, mate. But
it helps. It
not
works.
bad.
It's not bad at all, right? I mean, it's a real... if you want to... I think this is sometimes where CrossFit's kind of screwed everything up is that it creates a whole load of confusion. But even we were sat earlier doing the programming up here, we're kind of looking at what muscle groups we worked the day before and then what we're going to do the next day. So it's when you were doing a lot of rehab for your shoulder last year, did you well, you went back to sort of more of a bodybuilding style program because you literally couldn't do CrossFit. Is that how you split it up then?
Yeah, that's exactly how I split it up. So I would do back with biceps, chest and triceps, shoulders on their own, and legs on their own another day. Believe it or not.
Not often.
On another day that just didn't happen.
Just never happened. The day.
But yeah,
it came up.
It really helped. I mean, it was all strict stuff. It was all kind of isometric. It was all holds, and it really, really helped. And coming back into CrossFit, the gymnastic stuff I found a lot easier than I did before doing it.
There we go. So it helps a lot. I think a lot of people, Jonesy and I, have found that, Carmen, your program, the Pure Strength program, definitely helps. Like a lot of that accessory work, which is it's more of a bodybuilding style program anyway, isn't it? It's super helpful.
Just isolating some muscles.
Yeah.
And then really firing them up.
Really firing them up with all those tricep pull downs. Yusuf Toucan asks one. He actually says, here's one for Holly, but she's not here. His question is, what carbohydrates should I be eating for dinner during the week? I train almost every weeknight and then typically have a dinner of a lean protein, chicken breast 90% of the time, and a garden salad. I think I should be mixing in some carbohydrates as well, but I'm not sure what the best ones to eat before bed are and what the amount/ratio should be. Or should I eat the carbs at lunchtime and just do protein in the evening?
Depends when he's training, I guess.
He trains quite a bit at night, though, right?
6:30 p.m. Does he?
Yeah, sorry.
That helps.
It's usually at the nighttime classes.
Yeah, he's normally here in the evening, right? So
you get the carbs post training.
Straight after before going to bed.
And as we've probably gone over before, stuff like sweet potato. Yeah. I mean, he says garden salad, but if you eat a massive salad, you're actually getting a reasonable level of carbohydrate through that salad without having to go down the road of pastas, rice, potatoes, and stuff like that. So maybe even staying on what he's on and adding in. I know I've used a lot of fat at night. Phil, you've also started using a lot of fat at night. So on that garden salad, he could really just add lashes of
avocado
oil.
Or something.
Yeah, avocado, oil,
really great,
nuts, seeds. And what you've been cooking eggs in a lot of oil or butter?
With eggs with butter and coconut oil, yeah.
You put coconut oil on the eggs?
I use it in the pan and then like scrambled eggs.
It's scrambled so it stays with it.
Yeah.
There we go. Boz, what's your best? I've seen you've been eating some stuffed bananas in a wrap recently. What was that all about?
That's a lot of carbs. So you do a wrap, just like wheat. It's just wheat.
It's just straight up wheat.
Yeah. So it's not healthy or anything, but it's really good. So if you want to have a cheat meal, so take a wrap and take all the nut butters you like. The nut butters. So I will use macadamia, cashew, and almond nut butter. Not self-made, all at the same time. So one tablespoon, tablespoons.
The big one?
The big ones.
Yeah.
So 3 big tablespoons, and then 1 banana, some blueberries, and then you roll it up. And if you have honey, just add a little bit of honey, and then roll it up, eat it, and then go to bed. Man, you'll sleep so good. It's not healthy, but
it's not healthy.
maybe a bit. There's nut butter in.
there's nut butter and a banana in there.
100 grams of sugar before bed.
Yeah.
Yusuf probably wouldn't suggest that you go down Boz's route.
It's not something I do every day. It's just when I like.
When you've run out of Milky Ways.
Run out of Milky Ways.
When all the Milky Ways.
Yes, Maria, they're almost finished. Please bring more.
A lot of them are in Mia's shoes, though. Be careful.
I ate those too.
I found 2 more back at home.
More.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I put one in each shoe. Just in case she got hungry when she was putting her shoes on. Take care of it. That was after Anton tied her shoelaces together. It's probably not a very good day. Like this place is just
so much going on with my shoes.
Why?
These people are so immature. Someone actually asked us, "How do you?" We've been through this a couple of times before. Maybe Mia and Ben can answer this. How do you start your day, food and exercise wise? What's your sort of perfect start to the day, food-wise, exercise-wise? I know, obviously, we have to work and stuff, but what would be your ideal?
Today, I ate the last cookie.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
that was the best start. To finish the last cookie, so Marcus couldn't have one.
I didn't have one. It's okay. I got stronger for not having one.
No, but like before I moved here, I started every morning with a banana pancake. That was the best.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Every morning I did the same. I'd done it for a couple of years.
But
really?
Did you put Nutella on it?
No.
Oh.
No.
Just banana?
No. I just mash a banana and mix it with 3 eggs. And then I do like 2 pancakes of it.
So, what else do you put in it?
Nothing else, just banana and eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a pancake.
It's not really a pancake.
It looks like a
it
pancake.
looks like a pancake.
It sounds awful.
It's
really good.
It's really
Scrambled
good.
eggs and
And
banana.
then
Okay.
you add some cinnamon.
It's really good. You can
It's
add
very good.
cinnamon or berries or anything on
And
top.
you've been staying at my house now 10 days, and you failed to cook one of said pancakes.
I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, when I'm teaching at 6.
She'll wake up early.
Really? Does it cook like...
Yeah.
What
So
about
also-
how... did you blend the banana?
I just mixed it with a fork and
Yeah.
then
Have you had one of these, Phil?
I just mixed it
Yeah,
had it.
with
Is it
every
good?
day in Iceland.
Yeah,
Really?
I did it every morning.
Yeah.
Really?
And then
so
I would
it's
look
just got
like this. Please have one.
it's just got egg, banana, sometimes some cinnamon, and that's it.
Yeah,
And you just eat it.
yeah.
Sweet. And what's your
And-
favourite exercise to do first thing in the morning? Weightlifting.
Yeah, before I moved here, as my program was, it was always weightlifting. As
In the
first.
morning?
Yeah,
Early morning, whatever.
yeah. Whenever
Wow.
I went to the gym, I always started with weightlifting.
Wow.
But now,
Now it's just all
now
about
all
cardio.
the cardio.
Cardio.
game. But I actually enjoy it. It's easier to start with cardio.
Yeah.
It feels better.
Feels a lot
You need
better.
to
Yeah.
do the cardio.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And since you've come here, you're lifting more.
Yeah.
Shit.
True.
Once we change the techno, things could get real. Ben, what's your morning rituals? What do you find works best?
I just get up, have a coffee, and go. I don't have time during the week to kind of make anything or eat anything.
Right.
So I'll do my cardio first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And then eat after after I've trained.
What do you like to have for breakfast?
Fasted cardio.
Fasted cardio.
Yeah,
That's why
kind
it's-
of like fasted cardio, but it's not really because it's 5:30 a.m. So it's kind of it is fasted, but
Yeah.
it's not overly fasted.
Yeah. And then what will you have after training?
I'll just eat tuna and broccoli.
Straight up after training in the
Straight
morning.
up after training, yeah.
Really? And
Yeah.
the same for lunch?
Usually it'll be the same thing. So I'll go into work and then I won't get a break for an hour or two. So
Yeah.
I'll have to wait until I can eat.
Have more tuna and
Yeah,
broccoli.
more tuna and broccoli.
And you just eat that every day, tuna and broccoli?
It's just easy.
Wow.
It fits in with my schedule. My schedule's pretty busy at the moment with
And-
training and
And you don't get bored?
yeah. But then on the weekends I know I can go out and eat a little bit more.
Favourite cheat meal?
Bread and chocolate.
Bread? The chocolate on the bread?
No, next to it. Yeah, next to it.
Really?
Bread and chocolate. Yeah.
What sort of chocolate?
Kit Kats and Maltesers.
Oh.
Haha.
I think there was some in that bag that Maria
Amazing.
brought for
Yeah.
you. Really?
Oh, the Maltesers you already ate.
Yeah.
Oh, they've
Yeah.
gone.
I did
They've
eat
gone.
the Maltesers.
They're gone.
And then you just have like a loaf of bread and some Kit Kats.
Pretty much. Yeah, but like a loaf of bread and a lot of Kit Kats.
Really? How many can you get down in one
I have
sitting?
no idea.
There we go.
I'll
Maybe
count next time.
Maybe we'll dig into that. One final question. This one's quite amusing from Badder. He basically says over the last few years he's seen videos of people throwing medicine balls like the ones that we have at InnerFight against walls sideways, have it bounce back and catch it. He said, looks bizarre, but I've seen it being done by a large mix of different people, from martial artists, CrossFit athletes, sprinters, and normal people. Does this exercise really help? And if so, is it just the core or other areas, and should people do it more? And he basically says, or will it just wear... Then he goes on to say, it'll just wear out... Will it just wear out your medicine balls? What do we like? That rotation?
Yeah, I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
I think I used to do them when I played rugby.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I
I've
actually
seen them
used
before
them-
with rugby.
I've actually used them on one of your clients' Tama.
Really?
Yeah, I think I don't use them enough. With the balls that bounce off the wall, the problem is sometimes, and this sounds a little bit general, but it's true. Sometimes I've used them on people that are unable to sort of control their core very well when you put them down or do a sit-up. Probably they're normally bigger people, and for some reason they're a little bit less coordinated. And so they throw the ball at the wall and it just bounces back and hits them and shit like that.
It's so loud as well.
It's pretty loud.
It's like, dust.
But that's one of my favourite moves as well. Slam ball.
Yeah.
Just slamming the ball down super hard. It works on hip extension, all sorts of good stuff.
Also loud.
It's really loud, isn't it?
All your stuff is loud.
Yeah, not my techno though, because I don't listen to it. Yeah. That's the point, actually. James White created a playlist in Spotify. We're actually going to kick off a campaign in the next few days about creating your own playlist, and we'll play it at the gym. We tried to get people to put their recommendations on the board. We got a load, but now we know that a lot of people have office jobs. A lot of people watch this podcast on YouTube, so clearly have a lot of time in the office. So we're going to start a playlist competition for more free InnerFight merchandise. Who knows? Next week, Matt Jones might return.
Nah.
No?
Probably not.
Who's
Chances? That? Who is that? No one
Never
knows.
met him.
Never met him. Never saw
You
him.
actually haven't, have you?
Been here for so long.
Was he not here the day that you came?
Yeah, he
was.
was.
He? Doing nothing.
She
though.
can't remember.
When I was there to visit.
When she came to visit ages ago. Yeah, that's when he was here. No, he's not. But he might be back.
Might. If he can get a flight back on his own.
He can get a flight back. Keep sending questions. Keep sending them on Snapchat. Send them in any way you want to any of the coaches. winninginnerfight.com. We will answer them all. We'll be back next week. We've also got a special podcast with Flanners that comes out on Monday next week. So 2 podcasts a week now for you to listen to. Come and get involved. If you want to be on the podcast, let us know what you've got to talk about. You need to be able to speak to us for 40 or 45 minutes, and we will gladly interview you for the podcast.
Savage must want to come on.
Again?
Savage. Well, he asks all the questions anyway.
Mate, but he's been skiing, so he hasn't asked any question.
He must have a list ready then.
I reckon the most...
He can just come and sit here with his list, and we'll all just sit on that side there.
The most asked questions get a role on or the questioners, the people that ask the most questions, we should actually get 2 or 3 of them to come and the panel and make them the panel by now, because they're such good listeners. They should know all our answers anyway. But that would be quite interesting. Of course, as we said at the start of the show, don't forget to register for the CrossFit Open. We still need judges as well. If you're doing it around the world but are not part of a gym and want to be on our team, however it works, like that guy asked, you're welcome to do that. Any way we can help, we will.
No, they can't be on the team.
They can't be on the team. They can be somehow on the leaderboard. They can be on a custom leaderboard. But on the custom leaderboard that you're going to make. Or is Jonesy going to do it?
Oh, Jonesy's in charge of stuff like that, yeah. He knows.
Jonesy has a lot of work. Jonesy and Mia are in charge of base fitness programming. Yeah. So they have a lot of work.
Yeah, Mia.
They did a real good job of it this week. Yeah,
I did. So
yeah, you did a great job. That's another point. Another thing that's new. Base Fitness is now 3 mornings a week: Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. It's a different program every single day. It's actually longer and harder to program for than the mainline classes because there's only 5 of those. You have to program for 6 days for Base Fitness, but it's super awesome to see people working out in the mornings as well. So, Ben, thank you. Phil, thank you. Mia, thank you. Boz.
You're welcome.
Tack. She started in Swedish, she finished in Swedish. See? Yeah. Very smart. Say goodbye in your language.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Until next time, take care.